Officiating ministers, ladies and gentlemen, bereaved family, a pleasant afternoon. I'd like the memory of me to be a very happy one. I'd like to leave an echo whispering, soft down the ways of happy times, laughing bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun. Of happy memories that I leave when life is done. Hylton Augustus Bedward, affectionately called Dada, Skip, Lionel, Scatter, and Bagger, was born to the late Charles and Josella Bedward on the 2nd day of November 1946 at Laudersvale in the parish of St. Catherine. He was the sixth of 11 children, 3 of whom predeceased him. As a youngster, Dada attended Missville Basic School, after which he went on to the Laudersvale Elementary School. Going to school, he was his sister Pauline's defense, Rock of Gibraltar. He wasn't afraid to defend her to the max, and any boy who decided that they want to beat up Pauline, Dada would give them a fine thrashing. But that no come so. When Pauline reached home, she had to give him half of her dinner as payment to defend her earlier that day. Upon leaving school, Dada went and learned trade with one Mr. Bennett. That trade paid off. He became a very skillful mason. Growing up, he was very sickly, but that did not stop him from achieving his goal. He worked assiduously and had great level of persistency. Perseverance was the theme of his day, and yes, he accomplished his task to the best of his ability. From a tender age, Dada saw himself as a lover boy, and as such, saw, meet, and fell in love with the great champion Bev. At that time, she was very young and innocent. You know what I mean by innocent. Having seen Bev, Dada just walked over to her and started to lyrics her. You want to see the little Bev, she a sink her toe in the ground and would have pick off every leaf off our guava tree that was close by. And for those of you who know, in those days when a young man a lyrics a girl and she starts sink her toe in the ground and pick off leaf, you know say that the young boy they gone clear. Dada swept Beverly off her feet, and as such, they started living together, and they procreate and produce their first child. Dada was overprotective of his dear Bev. Not even cool breeze could have blown upon her good. To make matters worse, make any young boy pass and look upon Bev too hard, Dada would have stepped to that and said, listen to me, hold your head straight. She already taken. As a result of that, he would have done everything in his power to allow her to be comfortable so that she had no need to leave out of the yard. He tells himself that Bev is the most beautiful woman God has ever made. And if she leave out of the yard, other man will go see her and love her. And Dada would have none of that. In short order, Dada married Bev and their love grew stronger and stronger, and more children were produced. One evening, Auntie Bev, I beg your pardon, decided that she wanted to go to Scotland. And Dada, being the overprotective husband he was, decided that she was going. Juliet, with fear and enough self, overheard the conversation and said to Dada, "Make she go, man, Dada, make she go." To her surprise, Dada said, "Juliet, Denton, how you me did marry to? How you name, Bev? Me know not talk to you speak when you are spoken to hold your corner. Nobody not talk to you, Bev, me married to. You're a picnic. You must be seen and not heard." Poor Juliet held her head in shame and walked away. He was a very strict father who instilled discipline in his children. When he speak to them, is either they D-O or G-O. And because they had nowhere to G-O, they had to D-O. Dada strongly believed that you should not spare the rod and spoil the child, and as such, he wasn't afraid to spank his children. Stubborn Juliet can say amen to that. She felt the wrath of Dada's hands. Dada kept his family together, and his heart was broken when Nisha Gay went overseas for a better life. However, he lived through the earth. Dada was very hilarious. When you see him call the family together and start giving jokes, you laugh from now till the morning. Making mention of laughter. If you ever make Dada laugh at you, you hate him for life. When you hear him start laugh, he no stop you so. Having made mention of Dada being a skillful mason, let me hasten to tell you that the lovely house that he and his family lived in until the time of his death was constructed from start by Dada. You want to see the children them a carry a little water in a bucket, and every evening come from work, he would take on the task of building his house. And can I tell you, a few houses alone has built beautiful like Dada house, and him not get no help from no carpenter nor no mason. Dada make that by himself. Having made mention of marriage, if Auntie Bev thinks that she bad, make she make the mistake and take off her wedding ring, Dada would have take it up, grab her finger, and put on back that on her finger. Even when she retired to bed and take off the ring, when she wake up the next morning, ring the on finger. Cause if Dada wake up and not see the ring on her finger, he must search for it, and haven't found it, it'll go back on bare finger. That was a serious man when he come on to marriage, because ring show ownership. Not only that Auntie Bev couldn't come out of the yard, the children likewise. One day the one Nisha Gay make a mistake, but she want to go set up. Dada say, "Girl, go sit down. You can't sing. Where you go set up, go do? You have nobody dead? Go find something do. You now come out of the yard and go and set up." Not even when fear down a camp, they could leave out of the yard. Dada would say, "You no have everything to no comfort, so you what? Stay in the yard." Even though in his younger days he wasn't a Christian, drinking and other lewd habits weren't a part of him. But one day Dada make the devil fool him. Take himself gone up a salad shop, start drink liquor. Lord have mercy. Poor Dada drunk, and when he reach home, Dada go out a door and lift up the poor full cub, Can you imagine the excitement and laughter down at that day and that day evening? That was the first and last time that I drank alcoholic beverages. When it comes on to cooking, you mentioned Dada's middle name. Whilst everyone was cooking curried goat, or curried goat head and belly, or goat head and belly soup, Dada was cooking brown stew, cow, goat head and belly. Him no believe in a curry goat or brown stew goat. And can I tell you, no curry could have stand up to feed brown stew goat. Can I tell you? When you see him go instead and buy him goat head and belly and scald that off, and then him grab him onion, garlic, escallion, thyme, ginger, and the good old Maggi seasoning, and him browning. When he make that simmer upon his stove, and when you see him grab one of the good old Scotch bonnet pepper and drop in at that, you still look out and smell the aroma. When he give you some of that with a piece of the good old yellow yam, pumpkin and banana, when you name that, my humblest apology, eat a portion of that. All you want is a cup of icy cold lemonade and you're gone clear. When it comes on to sliced fish and okra, you mentioned that a name. Not to mention the good old blue underwear when you get tricked. Or some of you might call it dukuno or Thai leaf. Oh yes, no one in around the Lloyd's Vale could match up with Dada when it comes to baking. I'm not finished yet. Sweet potato pudding, my word, Dada they on top with that. When you see him grate the sweet potatoes, yellow yam, grate and juice him dry coconut, and when he put in butter, sugar, flour, in that and baptize it with a mixture of vanilla, rose water, and dash little nutmeg in that. Let me tell you something. When you get a slice of that with a glass of the good old Wordy Park molasses, you lick your 10 finger and wouldn't mind if you have another 10 for lick. Oh yes, he was a great cook and baker. How could I not mention how when you see him take taxi and go linseed and buy him iris moss, linseed, carrot, beetroot, dragon, and a few tins of milk and come home and blend up them there. When you see him full up in container them, a one straight week then last fight. Yeah man, he was good at what he did in his time. When it comes on to friends and company, count Dada out of that. His friends were his wife, his children, and his siblings. Oh yeah, that is it. When you see him and him picnic them at night time and play a game, you wonder. His wife, Auntie Bev, gave her heart to the Lord and was baptized in the same church, the Laudersville Seventh-day Adventist Church. And it was her responsibility to keep the keys for the church. And every Sabbath, she was required to open the doors of the church very early. Dada would have none of that. So guess what? When him a go and see that Saturday morning time, him take the keys and him open the church door. Bev alone now go up on road so early if he didn't take her away. Dada make certain that he took on that responsibility. When it comes on to attire, Dada was number one. When you see him put on his pants with the seam sharp like guillotine, and his hat was a must, that the man then no go nowhere left in cap. He took great pride in his attire. Dada saw the need to be adventurous where business was concerned, and as such was the co-owner of Simit Special Bus Company, which was operational between 1992 and 2003. He served as a conductor also on the buses for a period of time. Dada saw the need to give his heart to the Lord, and as such was baptized at the Laudersville Seventh-day Adventist Church. He became ill and would visit the doctor ever so frequently. Dada's illness worsened, and he breathed his last breath on the 4th day of August, 2024. The appointed years of man is 60 years and 10. Dada was richly blessed with 60 years and 17. He is survived by his dearly beloved wife, Bev, 2 daughters, Juliet and Nisha Gay, 3 sons, namely Clive, Andy, and Duran, 3 sisters, Nora, Mimi, and Polly, 4 brothers, Keith, Owen, Silbert, and Earl, 8 grandchildren, caregivers, Chunkupi and Kimisha, and church family. Farewell, Dada. May light perpetual shines upon you, and may your soul rest in peace. Bereaved family, be strong.